visiting MistyWoods.com or call her at 307-214-7055. Misty Woods' #1 properties, expertise, and friendly service is just a click or a phone call away. It's game time on 1112 BISN.
You've got to get points every time you touch the ball.
Live game coverage of your South High Bison athletic program.
And it goes out of bounds to South.
Expert play-by-play with Steve McDonald.
Jill Saver gets it on right side high.
In-depth color commentary by Alan Cummings.
Huge break for South. We've got East rattled.
And all of the excitement from your South High Bison athletic programs.
He cuts it up, he's in the end zone!
Are you ready?
And this is going to be absolutely humongous.
Here is Stephen Allen live on 1112 BISN.
Hey, this is Allen, 1112 BISN, coming at you live. Cheyenne South High School is your Cheyenne South Bison are hosting the Gillette Camels from Campbell County up north in Wyoming. Doubleheader action as your Lady Bison will tip it off here a little bit after 5:30. Well, probably a little bit later than that. Boys will be tipping off approximately about 7:15, 7:30 based on the games right now. Right now, looking at the JV game, South is trailing by 2 in the fourth quarter, 49-47. Been a back-and-forth game, and I'll tell you what, South's been playing really good. Just a few turnover issues, and they might put this – they get those fixed, they might get those put away. But we're going to be talking about some varsity action here as your Lady Bison will be hosting the #2 ranked Gillette Lady Camels. Gillette 6-1, 15-3 overall. Lady Bison 2-4, 8-10 overall. And then in tonight's matchup in the doubleheader, South will be hosting Gillette as well, 3-4 in the conference, 8-10 overall. South is 0-6, 7-10 overall. It's going to be an exciting matchup here, so make sure you stay tuned to the SJ Science pregame show. We'll come back here with some analysis of the girls' game, then we'll hit the boys' game live on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
This is number 46, Shane Dosaver from the South High Bison football team, and you are listening to the game on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
Is your home beginning to look like an episode of Hoarders on the A&E network? Then head over to American Storage and Postal. With 555 storage units ranging from 5x10 to 12x42, they'll have the right size unit that fits your needs. American Storage also has warehouse units with heat, phone, and power. No need to worry about the security of your belongings because American Storage is equipped with 24-hour video surveillance and a computer-controlled entry system to ensure the safety and security of you and your property. So before the clutter pushes you out of your house, call American Storage at 307-635-9335 or go see them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them 1112 BISN sent you. Have a package that you need shipped somewhere? Then visit American Storage and Postal. Not only will they custom pack your shipment, but they will also ship the package for you using UPS, FedEx, and USPS. But their service doesn't stop there. At American Storage and Postal, you can also rent mailboxes for personal or business use. They also offer other services such as fax, copying, and notary. Give American Storage and Postal a call at 307-635-9335. That's 307-635-9335. Or visit them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them that 1112 BISN sent you. Are you a high school student that has received an academic, athletic, music, or any other type of high school letter? If you are, then bring your letter and your letterman's jacket to A Stitch in Life, located at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard, and have them sew that patch onto your letterman jacket for you. Specializing in sewing, tailoring, and embroidery, A Stitch in Life will bring your letterman's jacket to life. Give A Stitch in Life a call at 307-426-5009 or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard and let them know 1112 BISN sent you.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Wyoming knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, You can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This is Alan, 1112 BISN, back live with the S&J Science pregame show from Cheyenne South High School in the Cheyenne South Gymnasium. Right now, the JV boys are leading Gillette 56-52 in the fourth quarter, 3:51 left in this ball game. I'll tell you what, it's been a back-and-forth game. South's got on some runs. They'll be able to build this 4-point lead so they can keep it up, pull out the victory over the JV Gillette Camels. But we're going to go ahead and look at the girls' game. Once again, Lady Camels are 6-1 in the conference, 15-3 overall. South is 2-4, 8-10 overall for the season. In their last game against Gillette, the Lady Bison and the Camels were tied after the first quarter, 11-11, and then the things just fell apart for South. Lady Bison would only score 13 points the rest of the game as the Camels defeated our Lady Bison 55-24 in Gillette on January 24th, 2015. Lady Bison didn't have a single player in double digits for scoring in that loss to Gillette, while Jesse Gear for the Camels paced them with 16 points in that game. Gillette averaging 65 points a game, which is first in the 4A East, first in the 4A Conference. They give up 48.4 points a game, which is fifth in the 4A East, 10th in the 4A Conference. South is averaging 38 points a game, which is sixth in the 4A East, 10th in the 4A Conference, and they give up 42 points a game, which is second in the 4A East, third in the 4A Conference. And when you're playing a team that averages 65 points a game, the Lady Bison are going to have to get some shots to fall for them to even stand a chance in tonight's game. Lady Camels give up more points per game than the Lady Bison actually even score a game. So it's not that the Lady Bison aren't shooting the ball. They're getting a lot of opportunities to shoot the ball. Just unfortunately, a lot of those high percentage shots that they are getting, like the layups, short jumpers, they're just not falling for Lady Bison this year. South is going to have to play a superb defense tonight against Gillette. Unfortunately, Gillette is one of the teams that was able to figure out South's defense earlier in this season. South's going to have to play really good defense to be able to pull off the upset against the second-ranked Lady Camels. Right now, the South Bison boys JV team leading 56-55 with 3:39 left in this ball game. 1-point lead. South has possession, so let's hope they can pull that out. Looking at the team comparisons, team shooting-wise, I mean, you're looking at Gillette. They're shooting 40% from the field, South 30%. Gillette's rebounding the ball 29 times a game. South is only rebounding at 28 times a game. Assist-wise, this is where Gillette's deadly. They're dishing out 15 assists a game. South is only dishing out 3 assists a game. Steals, Gillette's stealing the ball 13 times a game. South stealing it just under 10 times a game. Gillette's blocking the ball about 1 time a game. South's also at 1 time a game. Turnover-wise, Gillette's only turning over the ball 14 times a game, but in their games, their opponents are turning the ball over 20 times. South is turning the ball over 15 times a game. Their opponents in those games are turning the ball over 16 times. One thing that Gillette does not do great is watching their fouls, as they average about 20 fouls a game. South is only at 16 fouls a game. Gillette, really just overall a good team, which is why they have the number 2 ranking in the Wild Preps Coaches and Media poll. They only shoot 33% as a team from long range, and they only shoot 45% on their 2-point field goal attempts. But what makes them so good is the amount of field goals they actually shoot each game. As a team, the Lady Camels average 10 offensive rebounds a game. That's at least 10 second chance points they're going to get each game. Like I stated earlier, the Lady Bison have been struggling offensively for much of the season. They make up for it with a very, very solid defense. But against the Camels, they're going to have to find some more offense. They only shoot 30% overall from the field, and their team free throw percentage is only 53%. Lady Bison have been getting a lot of the opportunities to take shots, and they are beating opposing teams' defenders quite easily to get those shots. Those shots just aren't falling. Like the Lady Camels, the Lady Bison average 10 offensive rebounds a game. With the likes of Kara Clark and Danny Noble down low, it's really easy for them to get those rebounds, but in most of our second chance scoring opportunities, those putbacks just aren't going down for us. The Lady Bison are led by number 22, Danny Noble, the University of Northern Colorado signee. If the Lady Bison can get her going early, that's going to definitely open the floor for Lexi Apodaca and Carly Noble as well. In the first matchup with the Gillette this year, the Bison only had 7 field goals converted in the whole game. The Lady Bison actually made more free throws than they had converted field goals in that whole game. We're going to take a quick timeout, come back here with some more in-depth analysis between your Lady Bison and the Lady Camels here on the S&J Science pregame show and 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
What do high school students, student athletes, police, fire, and military personnel all have in common? They often have a need to have patches and other items sewn on the letter jackets, jerseys, sports officials' clothing, and uniforms. That's why you need to see A Stitch in Life here in Cheyenne. They are the high-quality, low-price experts for all your patch attachments, sewing, and embroidery needs. Shannon and her staff specialize in sewing and embroidery and will give you fast, quality service for a low price. So if you've earned that academic or athletic letter in high school, proudly serve as a policeman, fireman, or military member, then call A Stitch in Life at 307-426-5009. Once again, that's 307-426-5009, or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard for all your sewing, tailoring, and embroidery needs. And make sure to tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
Hey, I've got a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job for custom graphics? Here's an idea. Check out Custom Illusions and put on those graphics with their hydro dipping process. Go down and see Randy Peterson. And if you got a doubt, hey, he'll let you know. Give him a call, 634-DIP. That's 634-3477, or stop by at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1.
Tired of paying rent? Tired of living in a house where a landlord tells you what is or what is not allowed in the home? Then visit Misty Woods from Number One Properties at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE Woods.com, and begin your journey to owning your own home. Search through all of the homes that Misty has listed on her website. Then schedule a meeting with Misty and let her get to work for you. Misty will help you find the home that meets your needs, and the best part is she will walk you through each and every step of your purchase and truly guide you through the entire process until you sign your name on the dotted line. Your path to owning your own home is only a click away at mistywoods.com.
Here's a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job to get those custom graphics? Go see Randy Peterson at Custom Illusions to get those custom graphics put on through their hydro dipping process. From mild to wild, if it fits, it dips. And if you have any questions, give them a call at 634-DIP. That's 634-3477. Or stop in at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1. Custom Illusions, your hydro dipping and automotive specialist.
When you sell your home, there's a lot to worry about. Is your home priced right? Is it being marketed properly? With Misty Woods from Number One Properties, not only will she make sure that your home is priced accurately based on market value, but she will also ensure all potential buyers are aware of your listing. With her personal and professional marketing of each listing, you can rest easy by leaving all the big details to her. Visit Misty at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE Woods.com to learn more about what Misty can do for you. So start taking all of that stress away from selling your home by visiting mistywoods.com or call her at 307-214-7055. Misty Woods and Number One Properties, expertise and friendly service is just a click or a phone call away.
Alan back here live, 1112 BISN with the S&J Science pregame show. We're going to take a little bit more look here in the Lady Bison, Lady Camels matchup right now. Your South Bison are down by 2 possessions, 60-56, 1:13 left in the ball game here. Actually make that 61-56 as Gillette just made another free throw. So taking a look more at player stat comparison between the teams, looking at the leaders for both teams, Gillette is led by number 30, Jessie Gear, averaging 20 points a game. Rebounds, they're led by number 31, Abby Moorkirky, with 6 rebounds a game. Jessie Gear is also leading the team with in assists, about 4 assists a game. Number 14, Taylor Deaton, is leading the team in steals with 3 steals a game. And then number 30, Jessie Gear, is also leading the team in blocks. Looking at South, South is led by number 22, Danny Noble, at 11 points a game. She's also the leader in rebounds at 6.4 rebounds a game. Lexi Apodaca is the leader in assists at 1.2 assists a game. She's also leads the team in steals at 2.2 steals a game. And then number 22, Danny Noble, leads the team in blocks at just under 1 block a game. The 4A conference rankings going into this week, they haven't changed actually in the last few weeks for the 4A conference and girls. Number 1, Sheridan is the tops for about the 3rd week in a row, followed by Gillette, then Cheyenne East, Natrona, and then Cheyenne Central. 4 East teams are in the top 5 for the girls' basketball standings. And at And looking at the Dairy Queen scoreboard, Rock Springs defeated Green River last night, 43-32. And then in tonight's action, you got number 1 Sheridan over the hill in Laramie, number 2 Gillette's here at Cheyenne South, number 3 Cheyenne East is at number 5 Cheyenne Central over there at Story Gym, and then number 4 Natrona is at Riverton, and then Kelly Walsh is at Evanston. And then for tomorrow's action, you've got number 1 Sheridan is going to be here at South, number 2 Gillette is going to be at Laramie, number 4 Natrona at Evanston, and then Kelly Walsh is going to wrap it up at Riverton. That's girls action for this weekend in the 4A conference. A lot of exciting basketball going on. We're going to take another quick time out here as your South Bison JV team is trailing 64-58 with 27 seconds left in the game. We're going to come back and do some boys analysis next on the S&J Science pregame show at 11:12 BISN, your Bison Network.
When you sell your home, there's a lot to worry about. Is your home priced right? Is it being marketed properly? With Misty Woods from Number One Properties, not only will she make sure that your home is priced accurately based on market value, but she will also ensure all potential buyers are aware of your listing. With her personal and professional marketing of each listing, you can rest easy by leaving all the big details to her. Visit Misty at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com to learn more about what Misty can do for you. So start taking all of that stress away from selling your home by visiting mistywoods.com or call her at 307-214-7055. Misty Woods and Number One Properties, expertise and friendly service is just a click or a phone call away.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Alan back here live with the S&J Science pregame show on 11:12 BISN. I want to thank all the viewers and listeners from Gillette listening to the game, as well as the ones here from Cheyenne and all over the country listening to your student athlete compete here at Cheyenne South tonight. And in boys action tonight, later on in the evening, or let's say about 7:15 probably is when that tip's going to happen. Gillette's going to be coming in with a 3-4 conference record against South's 0-6 conference record. Overall, their overall records are pretty much identical. Gillette is 8-10, South is 7-10. In their last game on January 24th in Gillette, the Bison went into the fourth quarter only trailing 42-37, and what at that point was a very good game. Things fell apart in the fourth quarter as the Bison were outscored 15-6 and ended up losing that game in Gillette 57-43. The Camels were actually paced by number 34, Kane Moorhead, who scored a team-high 13 points for the Camels. Gillette won the game by forcing 27 turnovers, many of those turnovers coming in the decisive fourth quarter. Michael DeBryan scored 17 points to lead the Bison in that game, but he also had 6 of the 27 Bison turnovers in that game as well. Looking at the team's points here, Gillette averages about 69 points a game, which is first in the 4A East as well as first in the 4A Conference, but they give up 60 points a game, which is last in the 4A East, 10th in the 4A Conference. South is averaging just under 52 points a game, which is 5th in the 4A East and 9th in the 4A Conference, but they give up 55 points a game, which is 5th in the 4A East, 9th in the 4A Conference. So a real quick update, Gillette JV boys defeat South 65-60 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. Gillette's kind of having a down year if you really think about it. This team's usually right on top every year of basketball for boys basketball. They won the 4A Conference State Championship last year, and things have not looked good for them. Camels have won consecutive games now, though, by an average of 61-47. They defeated Cheyenne East last weekend 60-48, and then they defeated Central 63-45. Camels shot well over 50% as a team overall last weekend, and they actually could be hitting their stride right now at the right moment. Regardless, the Camels might have to play their way into the state tournament rather than getting their customary automatic bid into Casper for the state championships. The Bison have been struggling since the fourth quarter of the Cheyenne East game 2 weeks ago. Teams have been playing a lot of zone against the Bison to take Richard Blackwell out of the game. This has hurt the Bison since South has pretty much been inconsistent shooting the ball from long range. The fastest way to get a team out of zone defense is to either shoot them out of it or attack the gaps of a zone successfully. Right now, South has not been able to do either. We're going to take a quick timeout as we're about 9 minutes away from tip-off here for the girls' game on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
This is number 46, Shane Dosaver from the South High Bison football team, and you are listening to the game on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
Is your home beginning to look like an episode of Hoarders on the A&E network? Then head over to American Storage and Postal. With 555 storage units ranging from 5x10 to 12x42, they'll have the right size unit that fits your needs. American Storage also has warehouse units with heat, phone, and power. No need to worry about the security of your belongings because American Storage is equipped with 24-hour video surveillance and a computer-controlled entry system to ensure the safety and security of you and your property. So before the clutter pushes you out of your house, call American Storage at 307-635-9335 or go see them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them 1112 BISN sent you. Have a package that you need shipped somewhere? Then visit American Storage and Postal. Not only will they custom pack your shipment, but they will also ship the package for you using UPS, FedEx, and USPS. But their service doesn't stop there. At American Storage and Postal, you can also rent mailboxes for personal or business use. They also offer other services such as fax, copying, and notary. Give American Storage and Postal a call at 307-635-9335. That's 307-635-9335. Or visit them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them that 1112 BISN sent you. Are you a high school student that has received an academic, athletic, music, or any other type of high school letter? If you are, then bring your letter and your letterman's jacket to A Stitch in Life, located at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard, and have them sew that patch onto your letterman's jacket for you. Specializing in sewing, tailoring, and embroidery, A Stitch in Life will bring your letterman's jacket to life. Give A Stitch in Life a call at 307-426-5009 or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard and let them know 1112 BISN sent you.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Wyoming knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
What do high school students, student athletes, police, fire, and military personnel all have in common? They often have a need to have patches and other items sewn on the letter jackets, jerseys, sports officials' clothing, and uniforms. That's why you need to see A Stitch in Life here in Cheyenne. They are the high-quality, low-price experts for all your patch attachments, sewing, and embroidery needs. Shannon and her staff specialize in sewing and embroidery and will give you fast, quality service for a low price. So if you've earned that academic or athletic letter in high school, proudly serve as a policeman, fireman, or military member, then call A Stitch in Life at 307.
Hey, this is Alan back here live with the S&J Science pregame show on 1112 BISN. So looking at the team comparison for the boys who will tip it off in the second game of this doubleheader, like I said, scoring-wise, Gillette's averaging 69 points a game. South is only averaging 52 points a game. Gillette's shooting 46% from the field, South at 40%. Rebound-wise, Gillette's averaging the ball 26 rebounds a game, South 23. Gillette is dishing the ball out about 15 times a game, South 9 times a game. Steal-wise, they're both equal. Gillette steals the ball 9 times a game, South steals the ball 9 times a game. Blocks, Gillette, a few more blocks a game as they're averaging 2 a game, South 1 a game. Turnover-wise, and this is going to be where it's the difference again, Gillette's only turning the ball over just under 12 times a game. Their opponents in those games are turning the ball over 17 times a game. To where South is averaging turning over the ball 16 times a game, their opponents are only turning the ball over 13 times a game. Team foul-wise, Gillette's averaging about 19 fouls a game, South 17 fouls a game. Gillette has been a team that lives by the 3 and dies by the 3. As a team, they've shot 456 three-point attempts heading into this game. 456. That's a lot of three-pointers. And they've made 166 of them, which puts them at 36% on the season. Every player on Gillette, now check this out. Every player on the Gillette roster that has played a varsity game has made at least one three-point basket. Every player. How crazy is that? The two Camels, the Bison have to keep a close eye on, though, when they're towing the three-point line. Number 24, Cale Meisler, who's shooting at 35%, and then number 33, Eli Voigt, who's putting it up 46% of his three-point shots in. 46%. So let me rephrase this, Steve. Gillette has shot 456 three-pointers on the season, making 166 of them. And every player on their varsity roster that has been credited with game action has made at least one three-pointer. Crazy.
They're ranked number 2 in the state for a reason, and very good Gillette team, as Alan has been talking about.
Well, that's the girls' team
tonight.
who's ranked number 2. I'm talking boys.
Oh, you're talking about, okay.
I threw you off.
Threw me off. Well, here in advance of the girls' game, Gillette number 2 in the girls, and so they're expected to have a heck of a team as well.
Gillette's really good. They've only got one conference loss, and that was the number 1 Sheridan. So real quick, back to the boys' game before we get to the girls' action. Looking at the South, at the team comparison, number 33, Eli Voigt, leads Gillette at 13 points a game. South is paced by Blackwell at 17, just under 17 a game. Rebounds, number 43, Brandon Coach with 6.6 rebounds. Richard Blackwell for South at 5. Cale Meisler leads the team in assists and steals. Marquez Jefferson leads the team in assists for South. Michael DeBryan for steals and for South. And then number 34, Kane Moorhead at 1 block a game. And number 41, Isaiah Dix at 6, just under 1 rebound, 1 block a game. Check this out on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. Rock Springs beat Green River last night, 56-53. That was the 53rd straight game that Green River has lost. 53rd. So we're about 2 minutes away from tip-off here on 1112 BISN. I want to thank you for joining us for the S&J Science pregame show. We're going to take a quick timeout and come back here with the starting lineups on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
Hey, I've got a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job for custom graphics? Here's an idea. Check out Custom Illusions and put on those graphics with their hydro dipping process. Go down and see Randy Peterson. And if you got a doubt, hey, he'll let you know. Give him a call, 634-DIP. That's 634-3477, or stop by at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1.
Tired of paying rent? Tired of living in a house where a landlord tells you what is or what is not allowed in the home? Then visit Misty Woods from Number 1 Properties at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com, and begin your journey to owning your own home. Search through all of the homes that Misty has listed on her website. Then schedule a meeting with Misty and let her get to work for you. Misty will help you find the home that meets your needs, and the best part is she will walk you through each and every step of your purchase and truly guide you through the entire process until you sign your name on the dotted line. Your path to owning your own home is only a click away at mistywoods.com.
Here's a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job to get those custom graphics? Go see Randy Peterson at Custom.
So tonight's starting lineups for the number 2 visiting Lady Camels of Campbell County High School. They'll go out like this. At a guard spot, 5'8" senior, wearing number 3, Maddie Henshaw. Another guard, a 5'4" senior, wearing number 14, Taylor Deaton. And we're going to be interrupted for the American Storage and Postal Star Spangled Banner.
That's just a great rendition of the national anthem.
Not a bad one. So we've already given you Maddie Hinshaw, Taylor Deaton. Let's continue with the 5'8" junior, number 30, Jesse Gear, a 5'10" junior, number 31, Abby Moorkirky, and finally 5'9" junior, Haley Urbach, wearing number 34. So Urbach, Moorkirky, and Gear, the forwards, Deaton and Hinshaw, the guards for the Camels, and for your South High Lady Bison, they'll come out like this, a one guard spot, 5'6" senior, wearing number 4, Taylor Landon. The other guard is a 5'5" sophomore, number 11, Carly Noble. And then the forward wall for Cheyenne South, number 22, Danny Noble. She's 5'11", she's a senior, and she's on her way to play Division I college basketball at the University of Northern Colorado. A 5'2" senior, guard forward slash, number 24, Lexi Apodaca. And finally, the big presence down low, 5'9", senior, number 42, Kara Clark. So Kara Clark and Danny Noble down low, and then the three guards, Lexi Apodaca, Carly Noble, and Taylor Landon for the Bison.
Well, you know what? And that's a very, very good forward wall, Steve. There's only been 2 teams who've really been able to break that defense that they deploy out there, and it's Gillette and Cheyenne Central. Those are 2 teams that just were able to break the zone defense or the man defense we put on, and there was nothing we can do. Gillette, though, what makes them so good, Steve, is they're deep. They're very deep. They got a lot of good players. South's going to have to be able to withstand the rush. One advantage we have, they had to make the long road trip down.
And I do know that, Gillette's coming out in their purple uniforms, trimmed in gold and black.
And they're
South's in their home white, of course, trimmed in gold and black.
And you take the eyeball test, and, it looks like we do have the size over them, Steve. The difference is will South be able to make those high percentage shots? I've not seen a team be plagued with so many missed shots, and it's not anything they're doing. They're getting to the basket. None of the shots have just been able to fall for them.
They're playing we're like their JV team. Their girls pressed with a 30-point lead into the fourth quarter. So let's see if that happens. South actually wins the tap, and they'll have the first possession working right to left for those of you listening. Apodaca has it out top.
I think it's going to be important to get Taylor Landon going. She had 18 points last week against Laramie, and Laramie didn't know how to defend her because they were still worried about stopping Danny Noble.
Lexi gets in with the right hand, halfway down, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Kara Clark, she puts it up and in, and South scores the first bucket of the game, 2-0 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard.
I talked about putbacks were important for South this game in the S&J Science pregame show. That's one of them right there.
3 attempt from the left baseline, number 30, Jesse Gear for Gillette, and they quickly take the lead.
I tell you what, Jesse Gear leads the 4A. Well, she leads the 4A East with 20.1 points a game, Steve.
And she showed why there. Urbach working on Lexi Apodaca. Lexi looking for a back cut. Ooh, almost a turnover there, but Carly wisely gets it in. Taylor Deaton on her, now left side to Lexi. Lexi looking down low for no. Oh, that was a bad pass by Lexi. Danny had not cleared the defender on the baseline, and Lexi was about a half second too early with the pass.
I think that was a timing thing there, Steve. She thought Danny was going to be there, but Danny ended up running into one of the defenders and couldn't get there. And fortunately, it's a turnover against Lexi.
So Taylor Deaton will bring it up for the Lady Camels. Get it left side, and there is the bomber, Jessie Gear. Boy, they better figure out something on her, as she has 2 threes here in the early going, and Gillette has a 6-2 lead. Now Gillette with full court pressure. Danny is going to work hard to get it across. And Lexi Apodaca will have it up top. Haley Urbach working on her. Boy, Gillette with a hawking defense in a man defense.
They play a really tight man defense.
There's a nice feed down low, and Taylor's just going to bring it out. She had it down the left block.
Yeah, she didn't have a good position. Her back was to the basket. There wasn't enough time to turn around. I think that's a good play by her to dish it back out.
Right side on the wing, Kara. Now she gets it in the lane. Lexi, turnaround right-hander, can't get it to go. Rebound, Urbach. And now Gillette, this is exactly what they did a lot of in the JV game. Deaton gets to the hole, puts it up and in. So South has got to really watch. Gillette really gets out on transition.
Boy, Gillette's 3 for 3 from the field, building this 8-2 lead on the Dairy Queen scoreboard early in the first quarter.
Kara Clark back out to Danny. She'll reset it to Lexi up top.
That's a nice give and go.
Yep. Lexi, right hand up and in. 8-4 now on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. And here comes Gillette.
And she traveled.
Quickly down the floor. She did walk. That's Maddie Hinshaw with the traveling call.
5'8" senior.
Scott Rigg. 3A, 4A state selected official. He'll work the state tournament this year, and he's right on top of that.
3A and 4A, huh?
That looked like a travel, too. So they got away with there. 3A, 4A. Him and Scotty Bates will both be doing 3A, 4A regionals and state. There's a three. Oh, she banked it in.
Banked it in.
Hinshaw. The banks are supposed to close.
They closed an hour ago, Steve.
Yeah. So the friendly roll, I did see her mouth the word glass. As she put that up.
So make it a rule.
Should make it a rule. If you don't call it, you don't get it. Now Lexi left elbow. Puts one up and in. And Coach Kirkbride going to quickly call a timeout. I believe it's going to be a 30. Let's take a look and see.
I tell you what, if that is, then that's a good timeout in my opinion. Get their defense settled down.
That's full. Let's take it with them here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
When you sell your home, there's a lot to worry about. Is your home priced right? Is it being marketed properly? With Misty Woods from Number One Properties, not only will she make sure that your home is priced accurately based on market value, but she will also ensure all potential buyers are aware of your listing. With her personal and professional marketing of each listing, you can rest easy by leaving all the big details to her. Visit Misty at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE Woods.com to learn more about what Misty can do for you. So start taking all of that stress away from selling your home by visiting mistywoods.com or call her at 307-214-7055. Misty Woods and Number One Properties, expertise and friendly services just a click or a phone call away.
Coming out of that Tri-State Veterinary Clinic timeout, I'll tell you what, student section might be small tonight, and it's not because of the weather that's supposed to hit Cheyenne. It's because we got some of our indoor track team in Pocatello, Idaho for the Simplot games. You got our wrestlers across North Town in Central in the 4A East regional tournament there, and we got our swim team in Laramie.
So might be a light night crowd-wise. Here comes Terry Ledeaton. Did get an update from Pocatello. Actually, they had a nice showing, the indoor team did.
I know that Peyton Wilson, is that his name from
Peyton
Burns?
Wilson's going to be in the
qualified
finals.
in the finals.
For the hurdles. Will Nolan qualified the long jump.
Yep.
There's a bucket by number 12 who's into the game now. For Gillette, snuck in there on me. That's Alyssa Howard.
Keep cutting to the basket. And she's
going to get fouled.
Yep.
The first foul of the game.
What? 4 minutes in? What?
And it's going to send Kara Clark to the line for a pair.
Did you say the first foul of the game, Steve?
First foul of the game.
Well, she made it.
They put a line at 46 feet for the shot put. As she makes a second. If you threw over it, you made it to the finals. If you did, you did. Cody said he was about a foot off, so about a 45-foot throw. We'll take it. Right side now. That's Moorkirky. Now they feed it down low. Oh, and it's off the foot there of Moorkirky, out of bounds. Turnover. Lady Camels. 13-8 now on the Dairy Queen scoreboard.
You know, up in Gillette, at the end of the first quarter of that game, it was 11-11.
What did it end up?
We scored 13 points the rest of the game. The final of that game was 55-24. But, you know, I like South's patient approach on offense so far in this first quarter. They're not forcing up any bad shots. And they've made a few baskets already. They've made 3 field goals already, Steve. In that first matchup against Gillette, we made 7 the whole game.
Shot missed there by Gillette, rebounded by Kara Clark. And just trying to keep up with the Gillette subs here in the game. Lauren Hallcroft checks in.
I like
24, she's kind of a spaz. She was in the JV game. A good hard player, but boy, gets out of control. Kara Clark, baseline, kicks it out
Bust
to Danny.
that.
She's going to stop pop for three. It's too long. Taylor trying to chase it back. See? 24 with the forearm shiver there.
Yep.
Now here comes Deaton the other way. Urbach gets it blocked. Excuse me. That was Gear that got it blocked. What just happened there that I missed?
Danny fell and they called her for a travel.
Was there contact? Is that what people are?
There was contact, but I can't truly say if it was.
We're already starting with this call of fair game stuff.
Yeah.
Even Christmas. There's a steal by Kara Clark. And South will come the other way. Danny going to walk it across the line. Give it off to Lexi. 2:42 to go. First quarter. South staying right in there with these Lady Camels. And now they better figure it out here.
Not a good pass by
Holy
Lexi.
moly. It was off with Gillette.
Well, the player cut in front of Danny. She cut in front of Danny and was right there for the pass. I'm glad her momentum kicked the ball out of bounds, honestly.
They're playing some great defense, this Gillette Lady Camel basketball team. Now Lana with it. And she's going to kick it out.
10th ranked defense in the 4A, and they're playing like they're the first.
Now Lexi gets to the hole, puts her right hand up, can't get it to go off the glass. A lot of contact underneath. And I believe it's going to be a foul on South. Kara Clark with her first.
That should be South's first too, isn't it?
Yeah, one apiece. In this relatively clean first quarter.
South only down 5, 13-8 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. It's about where you want to be, though, with this team. You don't want it to get too out of hand.
Haley Urbach for three. Oh, front rim's a rebound down low. And that's going to be a held ball.
Gillette possession.
And number 40 in for Gillette. So there's got a lot of bodies coming.
Kelsey Brown, the 5'9" senior. Someone get on her. Oh, no, you can't leave Jessie
Gear. Three.
You cannot leave her wide open.
And she's 3 for 3 from that range. 9 of the 16 Lady Camel points. Oh, and Carly stopped her dribble there. Now Danny with it. She's going to try to drive. Put her right hand up off the glass and in. Her first two of the night makes it 16-10. Lady Camels on the Dairy Queen scoreboard.
That was a solid drive by Danny.
Oh, there's a push here by Urbach. Put an elbow right in Danny's throat. And now they're going to call a foul there, I believe.
It's going to be on Danny. Hey, if you're listening, I just want to give a shout out, and I know you're going to be kind of keen on this because it is Cody Allen's birthday. I want to wish him a happy birthday if he's listening, first of all. But also to Eric and Barbara Felix, who gave birth today to their second son, Connor Andrew Logan.
That's awesome.
I mean, Felix, sorry.
Was
Connor
he in
Andrew.
good shape?
4 pounds.
Deaton with 3 that's
4 pounds, 9 ounces.
Short. Danny will bring the ball up to court for South. Ariana Marlin getting set to check in. Lexi give and go. Stop pops. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Gillette, and he'll hustle it up the floor. Deaton, Urbach, man, she's wide open too, and there's a 3.
We are not covering the baseline threes at all, and they're making us pay for it. South down 19-10.
Lexi stops and pops 10-footer on the baseline, and that's her 6th point of the night. Now, down low, number 24, and she puts the bucket in and is going to get fouled.
Well, I tell you what, if Taylor Landon just plays straight up, that's not a foul, but she reached her arm down, Steve. South's defense really slow getting back and really slow on getting through screens to get to those baseline shooters, and that's costing them right now. They're down 21-12. And 12 of these points, honestly, have been wide open threes, man.
5 threes in the first quarter for the Lady Camels. And probably 4 of them were wide open, if not all 5.
4, yeah. Well, you know what? Honestly, yeah, all 5 were open now that I think about it.
And Hallcroft's going to make the free throw.
She makes the traditional 3-point play. So does that count as her being wide open since it was a free throw?
She was uncovered. 20 seconds now. Lexi. Nice dish. Kara Clark gets the right hand up and in. So you got to like South.
Boy,
their offensive performance tonight. Their defense has had a little something to be denied, or desired, I should say. Now Deaton gets to the hole. Boy, that's a little too easy there.
And South,
she just runs down the lane and lays it up and in.
South was in a 1-3-1 zone on that, and she penetrated like it was not even there.
So after a quarter of play, it's the Lady Camels for Gillette 24, South Lady Bison 14. You're listening to high school basketball on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you a high school student that has received an academic, athletic, music, or any other type of high school letter? If you are, then bring your letter and your letterman's jacket to A Stitch in Life, located at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard, and have them sew that patch onto your letterman's jacket for you. Specializing in sewing, tailoring, and embroidery, A Stitch.
Back here live as we begin second quarter action here on 1112 BISN. As we come back from the CCI quarter break, and yes, Steve did say the magical radio words, spaz.
I meant it as kind of a compliment.
It was a compliment. I caught it as a compliment.
Oh, there's a steal now, and Gear going to go coast to coast to open the second quarter, lay it up and in. And that's her 11th point of the game.
She averages 20, so.
Halfway there. 12-point lead for the Lady Bison.
Yeah, and that last pass, Lexi just kind of, looked where she was passing it for too long, and Jesse was able to get in front of it. And there's another
steal, and this time she's going to take it coast to coast and lay it up and in.
Lazy passes right now is really costing South. I'll tell you what, it's like they're not even wanting to pass the ball to their opponent. They're just reaching and handing the ball to their teammate or just lightly passing it, and Jessie Gear's been jumping on it, Steve. I mean, she averages per game, steal-wise, she is at, what number is she, Steve?
30.
I don't even have her. Great. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. She averages 3 steals a game. She's got 2 in the last 2 possessions. And it's nothing that really she's doing special. South's just giving her the ball.
So it will be South basketball. And they'll take it in underneath their own rim, down 14 points now. Danny will give it off to Lexi. Lexi, left side, Maria. Down low, Danny on the block. She's going to turn around, put it up and in, and she's fouled.
I was just about to say that was a risky pass by Maria to get it down there, but it was a smart pass because Danny had position.
Had great position. And Moore-Kirky picks up her second. She's going to have to sit down.
I wonder if that's Seth Moore-Kirky's sister.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Some relation. How many more Kirkies could there be in Gillette?
How many more Kirkies does it take to score a basket?
How many more Kirkies? She makes the traditional three-point play, as Alan likes to call it. And now left side, baseline 3, can't get it to go. Wow, looked like the Gillette player number 12 was climbing.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, Carly blocked her out so well, the ball just went right to where she was at.
So Gillette will stay with it. And I made the play on the ball.
Steve with the assist, man. I'm going to mark that one up. 11-12 BISN 1. We got 1 assist this game.
I just didn't want my popcorn spill. South with the ball underneath. Danny has gear on her, and Danny just crosses her over. Goes right by her. She did carry it, but no call.
Oh,
gets down on the left block. Can't get it go. Offensive rebound and a putback for Kara Clark. And Kara Clark quietly has 8 points in this game.
South trailing 28-19 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard.
3 there off the glass. Wow.
Jeez.
That's the second time Maddie Henshaw's done that. Maybe that's her shot. Maybe she calls the glass every time. Oh, and there's a silly pass to the invisible man.
That was a crisscrossing communication, Steve. Lexi was expecting Kara to cut back to the basket because there was no one there. Nobody there, and Lexi threw it to where she thought Kara was going to be. Unfortunately, Kara was expecting another play, which led to the pass out of bounds.
I tell you what, fans, Pepsi is the way to go. Gillette with it.
And that Pepsi ad was
here comes another.
That Pepsi ad was brought to you by Mile High Lawn and Tree Care.
Brooke Cargill's on the floor. She's the leading three-point shooter for Gillette. Now, the touchdown pass to Danny, and she converts. 2-point bucket.
Boy, who threw that to her?
I believe it was Lexi. It was either Lexi or Taylor. Or Carly.
That was a perfect pass.
Oh, 3-ball there. That time she did not bank it.
34-21 is your score.
Man, Gillette can light it up from deep.
But you know what?
7 3-pointers here in the first half.
They shoot 33% from long range.
I think they've maybe missed one. Offensive foul. Gillette crowd don't like it.
You mean South crowd?
No, the Gillette crowd don't like it. Oh, was that a foul?
That was an offensive foul.
Bummer.
Yep.
What am I looking at? Offensive foul by South.
You know what I think did it, and the South fans didn't see it? She extended her arm while she was in the air.
There's Cargill.
My goodness.
That's the one. No, is that?
Number 22. 37-21. It's
Kennedy Wilkerson.
How many three-pointers did they hit this quarter?
1, 2, 3.
Jeez.
Now Lexi, left elbow, gets it to Danny.
Take her to the hoop, man. You got size on her.
Turn around, can't get it to go. Rebound. And here come the Lady Camels.
Got to play the line. Got to play the line. They're not getting to the basket. Play the line.
Deaton for 3. No good. Rebound, Urbach, and she's going to be fouled. But she'll go to the line for 2. Kara picks up her second.
You've got to want the rebound. You've got to want the rebound. In a zone defense, you have to want the rebound. You can't wait for the ball to come to you. You've got to go get the ball in a zone defense. And unfortunately, South's defense right now, they're not doing that. They're waiting for the ball to come to them, which is why Gillette's getting all these second, third chance opportunities. Now, obviously, they're not getting many because most of their first chance opportunities are going down for them. So.
And the second free throw is no good by Urbach. Danny Noble with the rebound. Quickly the other way. There's another turnover. So 38-21.
7 turnovers in the first half for South. 4 of them this quarter. 5 this quarter.
Taylor Deaton brings it across for the Lady Camels.
No, wide
there's
open.
Cargill. She's their leading three-point shooter. She can't get it to go. Rebound, give it to Carly Noble.
South's got to slow this game down. They're playing Gillette's game right now.
Man.
Oh, if she would have rolled,
yeah,
that
you gotta be hustling off that pick there. Danny gets to about 15, can't get to go. Lady Camels in transition, which they do well. Wide open. 3 baseline, can't get to go. Wow, 23's on the back.
Yep.
That's a good call, Scotty Bates.
3rd foul on Gillette. Score is 38-21 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. 4:07 left in the first half.
Only the 3rd foul for the Lady Camels. South only with 5, so cleanly played and fairly rapidly moving first half of basketball. South now with the offensive possession. Gets it to Danny Noble. Noble's going to take Deaton, and she's going to be fouled. On her way to the hoop, she should get 2 shots there.
Now they're saying underneath.
Are they?
Yeah. Nope, they're lining them up. Nope, they're saying underneath.
So she must have got her on her way. 4th team foul.
Read your
for the Lady
screens.
Camels.
Oh. Danny's trying to put this team on her shoulders, and I don't blame her because shots like that.
Gets her right to the hole.
Shots like that, she can do that all game long. It's there. In
And
my opinion, they don't have anybody that can hold her down.
30-second timeout for the Lady Camels. See if you got a station ID queued up.
We don't. But how's this? You're listening to 1112 BISN live at Cheyenne South High School. There we go.
So 9 points for the Lady Bison here in the second quarter. 14 for the Lady Camels. 15 rather.
So here's the difference in this ball game for those of you listening or those of you watching. South's been able to shoot basket for basket with Gillette. The difference is the South has missed the normal baskets that most teams miss. Gillette, I think, has made every basket that teams aren't supposed to make.
Get it down low on the block to number 31 for a 2-point basket. That's Abby Moorkirk.
I think that's their first points in the paint this game.
And that's Abby Moorkirk's first points in the game as well. Now Lexi goes right by Gear.
Ooh, that almost could have been a travel.
I don't know if she moved that back foot. It always looks bad when they stop like that and that front foot bounces a couple times, but the back foot don't move. It's not a travel.
Not.
Here comes Gear the other way off another South turnover.
The one thing you don't want to do against a team like this is have cross-court passes and leave players wide open under the basket like that.
And boy, Lady Camels just fight for those offensive rebounds. 22 three-pointer, no good. Rebound Lexi. So Gillette starting to go a little bit of cold from the field. They missed their last 2 threes in a row.
You knew it was bound to happen. I mean, rebound-wise, Gillette, 30 rebounds a game, Steve.
And they're not a big team.
Out of those 30,
team, they hustle. There's a 3 there by Carly.
But nobody for South is crashing the boards.
That's going to be a held ball.
It's going to be Gillette ball, though. Nobody crashing the boards. They're all just standing there watching the shot. You can't do that.
At some point, it's got to be about want.
But what I was saying is, Gillette averages 30 rebounds a game. 10 of those are offensive.
Wow.
And I mean, as in, they get them on the offensive line. Not that they're offensive.
Not that they make you uncomfortable.
Yeah, they don't make me that uncomfortable.
31, 3 there. That's a high arching air ball is what that is, but you can't call it an assist, but it looked like one as Jesse Gear got the offensive rebound and put up the 2-point basket. 15 points for Gear here in the first half. 19-point Lady Camel lead.
9 points for Danny Noble. This is what they need to do. Slow the game down.
There's another South turnover.
Yep, it went off her leg. I don't know why she didn't grab it.
And Carly's going to sit down. Lexi's going to come in.
9 turnovers in the first half, Steve. And Bison fans, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to bash on our Bison. I'm diehard Bison, as you all know, but some of these turnovers we've had and some of the missed rebounds has just honestly been from a lack of effort that I've seen.
Cargill with the 3-pointer for Gillette.
45-23 with a minute and a half left in the first half on the Dairy Queen scoreboard.
And almost another turnover. A lot of hands there.
Yep, a lot of hands.
Cargill's going to get called for the foul. First, second, only the 5th team foul. Neither team really in danger of going into the bonus there.
No.
Total of 10 fouls. In a high school 4A game, I don't care if it's a girls or boys game, that's a pretty cleanly played game. And Maria just stand out of bounds, grab the ball, and another turnover. Make it double digit. 10 turnovers for the Lady Bison. Lady Camels looking to increase their lead. It's already at 22. 3 there by Gear. That's an air ball.
But you know why that was an air ball? Because Danny Noble was there to contest it.
And you know why she was there to contest it?
Because her dad told her.
Screamed at her. There's a blocking foul there. I believe Maddie Hinshaw is going to get that.
That was Gillette's foul to give. Next one to put South in the 1-1.
Minute 5 to go. Number 40, Kelsey Brown. 5'9" senior checking back in.
I mean, that shows you how deep Gillette is. They are constantly subbing players in and out. Here's what surprises me. Taylor Landon has not shot the ball once this game, Steve. Ooh, that was almost a turnover.
There's a foul. South's going to go to the line now.
And that's going to be Danny Noble on the free throw line. Noble on the
Henshaw
season,
with another one.
shooting 53% from the free throw line.
Yeah, Gillette's played 10 different girls in this game, and 9 of them have scored.
Jeez. South has fallen into the trap of playing Gillette's game.
First free throw is good.
When South slows the game down and runs their half-court sets, they actually play really well. It's when they're playing that up-tempo Gillette type of ball that they've really turned the ball over, not taking really good shots.
Missed the second one. That could have been a reach there.
Yeah.
3 ball, good. That's number 22, Kennedy Wilkerson. 24-point lead. Shot no good, Lexi. Ooh, there's a little elbow action by number 40, nothing too big. Now again, 3. And a rebound there. Wow, just getting the position now. 10, all 10 of the Gillette girls that have been on the floor have scored.
Frustration starting to set in on the Lady Bison. You can see it in their shoulders, in their faces.
Feed down low. Danny, she's going to try to take it to the hole. ESPN style, can't get it to go. 11 seconds.
That was a nice look, though, Steve.
Gillette going to get a chance at the last look at it. And they're not going to get it off. Big pile up on the floor. 3 at the buzzer, no good. And we'll go to the halftime with the score. Gillette Lady Camels 50 and South 24. You're listening to high school basketball on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Is your home beginning to look like an episode of Hoarders on the A&E Network? Then head over to American Storage and Postal. 555 storage units ranging from 5x10 to 12x42. They'll have the right size unit that fits your needs. American Storage also has warehouse units with heat, phone, and power. No need to worry about the security of your belongings because American Storage is equipped with 24-hour video surveillance and a computer-controlled entry system to ensure the safety and security of you and your property. So before the clutter pushes you out of your house, call American Storage at 307-635-9335 or go see them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them 1112 BISN sent you. Have a package that you need shipped somewhere? Then visit American Storage and Postal. Not only will they custom pack your shipment, but they will also ship the package for you using UPS, FedEx, and USPS. But their service doesn't stop there. At American Storage and Postal, you can also rent mailboxes for personal or business use. They also offer other services such as fax, copying, and notary. Give American Storage and Postal a call at 307-635-9335. That's 307-635-9335. Or visit them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them that 1112 BISN sent you. Are you a high school student that has received an academic, athletic, music, or any other type of high school letter? If you are, then bring your letter and your letterman's jacket to A Stitch in Life, located at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard, and have them sew that patch onto your letterman's jacket for you. Specializing in sewing, tailoring, and embroidery, A Stitch in Life will bring your letterman's jacket to life. Give A Stitch in Life a call at 307-426-5009 or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard and let them know 1112 BISN sent you.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Wyoming knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
What do high school students student athletes, police, fire, and military personnel all have in common? They often have a need to have patches and other items sewn on the leather jackets, jerseys, sports officials' clothing, and uniforms. That's why you need to see a Stitch in Life here in Cheyenne. They are the high-quality, low-price experts for all your patch attachments, sewing, and embroidery needs. Shannon and her staff specialize in sewing and embroidery and will give you fast, quality service for a low price. So if you've earned that academic or athletic letter in high school, proudly serve as a policeman, fireman, or military member, then call us Stitch in Life at 307-426-5009. Once again, that's 307-426-5009, or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard for all your sewing, tailoring, and embroidery needs. And make sure to tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
Hey, this is Alan, 1112 BISN with the American Storage and Postal Halftime Show. Well, I'll tell you what, man, it's been a story of three-point shots for the Gillette Lady Camels as they made 10 three-pointers in the first half. 10. Scoring-wise for the Lady Camels, they're led by number 30, Jessie Gear, with 15 points, followed by number 3, Maddie Hinshaw, who has 9 points. And then you have number 22, Kennedy, with 6 points. Number 10, Taylor Deaton, with 4. Number 34, Haley Urbach, with 4. And then you have number 40, Kelsey Brown, with 2. Number 31, Abby Morakirky, with 2. And then number 12, Elisa Howard, with 2. I'll tell you what, 10 three-pointers in the first half. The Lady Bison have actually played quite well against Gillette in the first half, but I think Gillette's literally missed like 2-3 shots in the first half, and they've hit all their three-pointers with 10. On the Lady Bison side, they're paced by number 22, Danny Noble, with 10 points, number 42, Kara Clark, with 8 points, and then number 24, Lexi Apodaca, with 6 points. Only 3 Lady Bison have scored in the first half, but they're shooting 43% from the field, which is 13% more than what they shoot in a game. So they're actually shooting really well. They have 24 points this game so far. In their first matchup with Gillette, when they lost, they only scored 24 points in 4 quarters. So they've got to look at some of the positives. Some of the things they got to do defensive rebounding better. Gillette's just getting too many boards, getting too many second chance opportunities on the few shots that they miss. Turnover-wise, South had turned the ball over 10 times in the first quarter. They got to fix that. How do they do that? They play South ball. They don't play Gillette ball. A lot of those turnovers were forced because South was trying to up the tempo, match the tempo that Gillette had set. And when that happened, we were turning the ball over left and right, leading to a lot of easy transition baskets for the Lady Camels. That was your American Storage and Postal Halftime Show. We'll be back here in about 3 minutes for second half action on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
Hey, I've got a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job for custom graphics? Here's an idea. Check out Custom Illusions and put on those graphics with their hydro dipping process. Go down and see Randy Peterson. And if you got a doubt, hey, he'll let you know. Give him a call, 634-DIP. That's 634-3477, or stop by at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1.
Tired of paying rent? Tired of living in a house where a landlord tells you what is or what is not allowed in the home? Then visit Misty Woods for Number One Properties at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE Woods.com, and begin your journey to owning your own home. Search through all of the homes that Misty has listed on her website. Then schedule a meeting with Misty and let her get to work for you. Misty will help you find the home that meets your needs. And the best part is, she will walk you through each and every step of your purchase and truly guide you through the entire process until you sign your name on the dotted line. Your path to owning your own home is only a click away at mistywoods.com.
Here's a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job to get those custom graphics? Go see Randy Peterson at Custom Illusions to get those custom graphics put on through their hydro dipping process. From miles to wild, if it fits, it dips. And if you have any questions, give them a call at 634-DIP. That's 634-3477. Or stop in at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1. Custom Illusions, your hydro dipping and automotive specialist.
When you sell your home, there's a lot to worry about. Is your home priced right? Is it being marketed properly? With Misty Woods from Number One Properties, not only will she make sure that your home is priced accurately based on market value, but she will also ensure all potential buyers are aware care of your listing. With their personal and professional marketing each listing, you can rest easy by leaving all the big details to her. Visit Misty at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com to learn more about what Misty can do for you. So start taking all of that stress away from selling your home by visiting mistywoods.com or call her at 307-214-7055. Misty Woods, #1 properties, expertise, and friendly service is just a click or a phone call away.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Have a package that you need shipped somewhere? Then visit American Storage and Postal. Not only will they custom pack your shipment, but they will also ship the package for you using UPS, FedEx, and USPS. But their service doesn't stop there. At American Storage and Postal, you can also rent mailboxes for personal or business use. They also offer other services such as fax, copying, and notary. Give American Storage and Postal a call at 307-635-9335. That's 307-635-9335. Or visit them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them that 1112 BISN sent you. Is your home beginning?
So back here for second quarter action from the Bison Dome.
Second half.
Second half action.
Second half action.
Leading scorer for the South High Bison, Danny Noble with 10 points. Lexi's chipped in 6 and Kara 8. So as Alan mentioned on the American Storage and Postal halftime show, only 3 Bison players in the books. In contrast, Gillette has played 10 different young ladies, and all 10 of them are in the book, led by their leading scorer, Jessie Gear, with 15. She's actually the only Gillette Lady Camel in double figures with those 15.
And I want to throw this out here for all of you basketball fans. There are unconfirmed reports that Floyd Mayweather has signed the contract to sign Manny Pacquiao for the fight on May 2nd.
Well, that's a big basketball development.
That is a huge basketball development because Manny Pacquiao owns a professional basketball team in the Philippines.
Wow. So here we go. South's going to start it with the ball down 26. Let's see how they come out. And wow, Gillette's hawking already. Jessie Gear falls on her fanny, and there's turnover number 1. Wow. A lot of contact, but it's loose ball there. So that's travel.
That's travel, yep.
I mean, it looks bad, but you can't really call anything there because nobody has the ball and nobody really pushed or gained advantage. Bodies hit the floor and fans whine and cry, but nothing to call. Now head shot. Baseline. Left side, Lady Camels. She'll dribble it up top.
That was a good hedge there by Danny to force that, to break up that play, actually.
Oh, Deke gets swatted.
Oh, she bodied her, though. That's going to be 2 on Danny, if I'm right?
It is, and you are right.
Number 14 on the season shoots 68% from the free throw line.
And she makes the first.
You know, Gillette overall is 67% free throw shooting team. So, I mean, that's pretty good. You know, looking at the high school ranks, that's not that bad. So, she hits the other one. She hits both of them.
Excuse me, 28-point lead now for Gillette. Now Danny's going to try to go to the hole, puts up the right hand, can't get it to go. Boy, she was on the back.
Oh, they're saying,
That might be a little makeup for not getting it over the back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
She was hard over the back.
She was.
So it all comes out in the wash, but Urbach.
That should be a held ball. She traveled. She took like 5 steps.
Yeah.
I'm glad they finally called it.
I thought it was going to be a foul on Danny for raking her across the arm.
Are you saying that Danny's hold on her arm was the reason why she took 5 steps?
That was part of it.
That was a nice recovery there by Lexi.
Nice dish there. Landon with her first shot of the game. Can't get it to go, but there's Kara Clark. She gets blocked from behind, and it'll stay South ball.
Boy, that's going to be important in the second half to get Taylor Landon going. she's such a good shooter, but it's like she's hesitant to shoot the ball on her own sometimes. I mean, she's got to be wide open in this game. Just let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. That's a nice move there by Lexi. Lexi looks upset. She's got to hold her emotions in check.
And Gillette's going to get it on the runaway. Urbach, left hand, up and in.
And that's why I was saying Lexi's got to keep those emotions under control, because that really was not a good pass to Kara. Like that one by Danny.
There's another one, another turnover. So South's just turning the ball over right and left. And Gillette gets it down low to Gear. She'll kick it out to number 31, who tried to kick it off the glass. And now Lexi's 1-on-3, but she's going to go all the way and get called for the offensive foul.
6th turnover on Lexi this game. They need to. This is a smart substitution by Coach Kirkbride. Bring Lexi out, let her get her emotions under control, and then put her back in.
It's an emotional game, Alan.
It really is. I know it is. You put so much into it, and when things don't go your way, it's hard to keep your emotions in.
Now Gear going to go to the hole on Danny. Danny does a nice job of shutting off her baseline. She still gets a shot up. It's a miracle she got that shot up. And she'll score her 17th point of the night, and it's a 32-point Lady Camel lead.
On the Dairy Queen scoreboard. Danny had that wide open lane. She could have taken it right there. That's the lane outside. That should be defensive. That's right. Is she getting free throws out of it?
Urbach is going to be called for the foul.
Yep.
Calling official was in great position there to make that call.
I tell you what, Scotty Rick cleans up pretty good. Look at his haircut, man.
He's good-looking individual.
Misses her first free throw. South still trailing 56-24. 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
It's amazing the way he hustles to get in position to make that call. Second one's good.
You notice how he kind of walked in front of the camera so people could see him, though. Nice steal by Kara.
And South's going to come the other way, down 31. There's Carey.
Yep.
And South almost turns it over again, and now
slow it down. Don't put the ball out like that, though.
We
don't give the.
I have kind of a blocked view. I'm going to have to go to the TV monitor
She
here
threw
in a minute.
Kara was being double teamed, and she threw it right to Danny under duress.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Going to be a blocky foul there. I believe it's going to be on the floor, though.
It's going to be on Grogan, her first. She had Maria right behind her, wide open, on 2 different occasions, but she was not in the position to get the ball to her because she was being double teamed. It's one of those ones where, you wish she could have gotten it to her, but there was nothing she can do. With how the angle of her body was and the double team was coming in.
Deaton with it now for Gillette, and she's just going to pop it from the right elbow and put it up and in.
That's the 6th point in the paint for Gillette this game, as they lead 58-25. Lexi looks like she's more in tune now. That was a good pass by her.
Carly gets it on the left wing to Grogan. Grogan now up top to Lexi Apodaca.
Let's go!
Get a little coaching from the scoring table here tonight.
Nice.
Danny, nice move there. And she's got her 13th point.
Now, honestly, that was a well-defended up and under.
Long 3 there, and man, just not paying any attention down on those blocks. Should have been a rebound for South. Now Gear wide open for 3. She can't get it to go, and a bunch of pushing going on underneath. And I believe Taylor Land is going to get called for the foul.
Oh, they called that on Danny.
That might have been a frustration foul for not getting that rebound. That's her 3rd foul. She's probably going to have to take a seat. The Gear, baseline, 3, good.
Gillette hit 10 3-pointers in the first half, Steve.
And she's got her 20th point now. Carly thought about taking a shot from the free throw line,
61-27 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. When does it go to a running clock, Steve?
40. Lexi, 2-point basket there. Her first 2 of the second half, 8th point of the game.
One thing I will say about Lexi Apodaca, she can get to those short-range shots anytime she wants.
There's Gear, another 3. Can't get it to go. And again, Gillette cleans up on the boards, gets a second chance.
That's a good foul by Maria, though. That's a good foul by Maria. And that foul was brought to you by Tri-State Veterinary Clinic and Capital Communications because she's going to get 2 shots.
Moorkirky, only 2 points in the game.
She shoots 60% from the field.
First one's good.
Yeah, she doesn't look like her brother, if that's her brother. If that's Seth Moorkirky's brother.
Wasn't he a redheaded kid?
Yeah. Really good basketball player for Gillette. Made the both All-Star games last year as well.
South looked like they were in early there, but she makes it anyways. 34-point lead for the Lady Camels. 3:08 to go, third quarter.
Gillette will be over the hill tomorrow in Laramie. #1 Sheridan coming to town.
Wow.
But you know what? South played very good against Sheridan last time, only losing by 6.
I believe if I heard right, Gillette and Sheridan have already locked up the 1 and 2 seeds on the girls' side.
Yeah, because they swept East.
But surprise, East girls were ranked #1 in the state for a lot of the early part of the season.
Yep. Till conference play started. Nice.
There's a steal by Lexi. She's going to go coast to coast, put a left hand up and in. 10 points now, double digits for her. 13 for Danny, so 23 between the 2 of those. Kara counts for the other 8. Now down the lane, #12. She's going to get to the hole, put it up and in, and she's fouled. That's Alyssa Howard. Maria picks up her 3rd foul. So her and Danny have 3 apiece here in the 3rd quarter. Danny on the bench with her 3 right now.
Yep.
And she completes the 3-point play.
This is the difference. You know, Gillette has the rotation to be able to put 5 players off their bench in South. Really, they only play 7 deep. So this is where that depth with South is really going to kind of hurt them because they played such up-tempo early. They're starting to look pretty gassed, you know. Take her.
She's going to have to get rid of her. She's got a 5 count on her. Now Taylor's going to get in and get swatted.
But she's going to go to the free throw line because that swat was on the hand, Steve. That's right. The only reason why that shot didn't go in is because she got hit in the hand. Say it with me, Steve.
Hit in the hand.
Hit in the hand. See, I'm trying to get Steve back. He's been off the last 2 weeks, man. So trying to get his mojo back.
Like a rookie. I feel like a rookie.
Well, I feel bad for you because they just subbed like.
Calling officials in great position once again to make that call. It's a veteran crew. All 3 of these guys got postseason assignments.
Taylor Landon gets her first points of the game. So.
33 the lead now.
Gillette doubling up. 66-33 is the score.
Thought about the 3 on the left wing. She gets to the line, put it up, can't get it to go. But number 24, Lauren Hallcroft, gets the putback.
Is not blocking anybody out, and they're not going after any loose balls or any rebounds. So.
She got the baseline a little easy there.
Yep.
Nice dish there, Kara Clark. And 24 is going to pick up the foul, Hallcroft. Only the 2nd or the 3rd team foul on Gillette here.
Wow.
There's a bad entry pass there. Number 13 comes away with it. She is the 11th player into the game for Gillette, Cheyenne Russell.
She's a 5'6" junior. Got a Graham Hunter spotting from KGWN.
Got a Keith Grenowig spotting.
Uh-oh. Too much dribbling there.
There's a steal. Man, those elbows. She's going to hit someone with one of those elbows one of these days. Jeez.
Keith Grenowig sat in for Steve a couple weeks ago at Central when you were sick. He did a really good job.
Yeah. Then he took me to Torrington with him last week to do some varsity basketball. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I did some varsity basketball.
Oh, number 23 checks in for the Lady Bison. That is
Abby.
I'm showing near.
Or Gabby, I mean.
Is that Gabby Toronto?
Mm-hmm.
They have her as 21.
There's contact there, but Danny can't get it to go, but she's fouled.
She's going to go to the free throw line for 2.
Look on the sophomore freshman. What do they have her as?
21.
Gabby Toronto, 21. And she's 23 now.
Well, you know why? It's because Maria Grogan wears 21.
Mm-hmm.
So this is her first varsity action of the year.
It is. Danny misses the first there.
They have to do that because Grogan's got 3 fouls already.
And she misses both.
She's 3 out of 7 on the night.
That ain't going to make for happy times at the Noble household later. Oh, there's going to be a turnover there.
Nope. Yep. For Gillette.
Holy cow, Gillette has their 12th player in this game.
Toronto gets credited for the steal. She's going to get in the books.
Riley Pylon.
Ooh, not a good
That's
pass.
not a good pass there, but it's off a Gillette
It's off
player.
Gillette, yep.
Running out of lead. We got so many new people coming in this game. 25.1 seconds to go. 35-point Gillette lead. South with the ball.
I've seen her play in some of the underclassmen games.
Who, Gabby?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just did their JV girls tonight. She plays almost the whole game there.
She's a really very good ball player, actually.
Good friends with Marissa Malloy.
She's only a freshman, 5'5" freshman.
So Danny's going to hold it for the last shot here.
She's got the
6 seconds. No, she's going to give it to Kara. Back to Danny. You got to get it. Got to get rid of it. 3. Oh, almost made it. And that'll do it for 3 quarters of play here. So after 3 quarters, it's Gillette 68, South 33. All 5 Gillette starters checking back in, and we'll be back with the 4th quarter here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Have a package that you need to ship somewhere? Then visit American Storage Depot. Not only will they custom pack your shipment, but they will also ship the package for you using UPS, FedEx, and USPS. But their service doesn't stop there. At American Storage and Postal, you can also rent mailboxes for personal or business use. They also offer other services such as fax, copy, and notary. Give American Storage and Postal a call at 307-635-9335. That's 307-635-9335. Or visit them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them that 1112 BISN sent you. Are you a high school student that has received an academic, athletic, music, or any other type of high school letter? If you are, then bring your letter and your Letterman's jacket to A Stitch in Life, located at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard, and have them sew that patch on your Letterman's jacket for you. Specializing in sewing, tailoring, and embroidery, A Stitch in Life will bring your Letterman's jacket to life. Give A Stitch in Life a call at 307-426-5009 or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard and let them know 1112 BISN sent you.
Want to give a quick shout out to some of our sponsors. Buck Holmes, sponsor of 1112 BISN, former Laramie County Commissioner. 4th quarter action.
Gotta love that name, Buck Holmes. Ooh, boy. Maria could have got called for a push there on that screen, but they'll miss a shot, and Gillette will come away with it. Gillette kicks it out. There's a long 3 ball there. Wow, nothing but net. Henshaw.
How many threes have they hit this game?
Just a bunch.
They had 10 in the first half.
They had 2 in the second half, so 12. They've hit 12 threes. South, nary a 1. Nary
We've
a
only
1.
taken 2 attempts. You're going to have to start raining some down if you want to get this lead cut down, Steve.
And when you're counting 3-pointers for South, there's nary a 1. 3 there. Oh, no, that was a 2.
That was a 2.
And I tell you what, if Gillette comes down and scores here, which They're not going to because South turns it over. Danny's going to get there. Foul, lay it up and in. It's on the floor.
Oh.
That's a good call.
This is what I think about it. How could you not call that a shooting foul?
South will have it underneath.
Oh. There it is. Put it up.
Man, Maria cannot make a layup. Oh, there's going to be a foul there.
Oh.
And Danny's going to go to the line for 2.
She got the offensive rebound, though. Now, unofficially, I've only got her with 2 rebounds on the night, Steve.
Danny?
Yeah.
Who's been the rebounding for us?
Kara Clark, she's got 5.
No, she's a contender for 11-12 BISN player of the game. Boy, Danny.
No, she's
Yikes.
3 out of 8 from the charity stripe on the season. 53% free throw shooter.
This, oh, no, she does make the second one. 37 is the lead for Gillette. 3-pointer and the clock starts running. Gear has it, but she's going to cross over Danny, get to the baseline, gets
it blocked.
stuffed.
Gets it blocked by Danny.
Oh, and boy, Gillette just out-wrestled South for the loose ball there.
I hope the stat keeper gets that because there was a lot of blocks in Laramie that Danny had that they did not credit her for, man.
Gear with 2-point basket there, 22 on the night for her.
73-34 is your score on the Dairy Queen scoreboard.
39 points.
Make sure you stay tuned for the second half of this doubleheader as your South High Bison boys take on Gillette, who's actually been playing really well as of late. They swept the Cheyenne schools last week, Central Andes.
Yeah, but South played them pretty tough up at Gillette for 3 quarters.
Yep.
There's the outlet, and lay it up, can't get it to go. And Deaton talking smack to the official on the way back up the floor. Well, I can't say she was talking smack. You don't know what she was saying.
I'll say it.
She had a question.
I'll say it. No, she was there. There was no question. She was talking smack.
Spin move, let's see who she traveled, didn't get called. But that's a tough one to see, and that all that
action on there, you know.
There's a long 3 there. Wow, Gillette just firing away, and Danny just pushes Gear to the floor. That's her 4th foul. One part of her game she's going to have to work on next year is the frustration level.
Well,
I think it'll be a lot better next year when she's, it's been tough for her. It's been a tough 4-year run for her here because she's pretty much
she's been the consistent
just about
factor.
Everything there is to be for this team.
So
and she's played
20.
for a lot of years, being the only real option on the team. Number 30, is that Deja?
Number 30?
Is that Deja?
Deja King checking in.
Deja vu. Oh, she front rims the first one, so.
Carly Noble comes down. You know, Danny was really effective when we had Stephanie Dickinson down there 2 years ago. So.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too. Now here comes Gear. Left-hander laid up and in, and the clock will run, from here on in.
And here comes the subs. That's why they had the starters out there. Good luck, Steve.
30-second timeout, so stay tuned after this one, fans. The boys' game will be played. Tip time at approximately 7 o'clock. We should get it started pretty close to on time because this clock here will run. It's a 41-point Lady Camel lead.
And this game started late, so
they've done a nice job of catching
up. And,
you
know, it's nothing with South's play. South did as well as they could. They just ran into a steam engine, man. The Lady Camels, they're the second-ranked team in the state for a reason. I mean, when they beat East, both games this year weren't close. You know, so it's one of those games where you hope that your offense can match up against a potent offense like Gillette, and unfortunately tonight it couldn't. On the plus side, we did score more points than the last time we played Gillette.
Gillette just, like you say, they're a buzzsaw tonight. I mean, they probably shot close to 50 or 60% from the land of 3. They've made 12 3-pointers. South with an area 1. Left elbow, Lexi Apodaca puts it up and in for South.
We've only attempted
12 points for her. What's her other stat line look like? I mean, it's a three-way race for player of the game right now.
12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 7 turnovers.
Number 24 airs it out for Gillette.
Make that 4 rebounds for Lexi.
Oh, I'm almost torn. I thought at half we kind of had a good idea, but there's Lexi lighting it up. She's working hard for that fictional trophy for player of the game. Oh, she almost got another steal there, and if she would have gone coast to coast. Now number 24 just gets
Carly got
held from behind. You can see she doesn't play with the most control that you've ever seen a player play with.
That's Lauren Hallcroft, 5'8" junior.
And she misses the front end.
Goes off of number 40's hands, Kelsey Brown.
3:30 and counting. Clock runs through the breaks here. The only thing it'll stop for is for timeouts, injuries. Lexi with it out top. Stay tuned for boys action following this. Hopefully have a dandy on our hands. Kara Clark gets a 2-point bucket. That's her 10th point. Kelsey Brown commits the foul. Gabby going to check back in.
That might be the last we see of Lexi this game. She's going to take a seat with 14 points, 4 rebounds.
Kara front rims it, and Gillette will come down with a rebound. They'll work it around now. Feed down low to number 33. She'll put it up, can't get it to go. Kara with another rebound there. How many rebounds is that for Kara?
That's 6.
To go along with her 10 points. Have we ever had co-players of the game?
Number 3 going to check in. Rashida Callaway.
Yeah, Rashida. I was trying to think. I know her.
Busted.
Carly tries to feed down low. And boy, Gillette's still hawking with the defense. Double dribbled the call there.
Yeah, Maria knew it, though.
I thought it looked like it got knocked out, but Scotty Bates had a way better position than me.
I don't know.
From here.
I think you have a better angle right now, Steve.
131 counting.
75-40 is the score on the Dairy Queen scoreboard.
Oh, that's a walk.
And that's a walk.
By Hallcroft.
I want to thank all the viewers from Gillette all over the country who are watching.
I want to thank the viewers from the Cayman Islands. There's a steal for Hallcroft. She's going to put the left-hander up and in for 2.
Callaway's used to running point when she's in for South. Not used to another person. That's when Carly's out there. She's going to run point. So, whoa.
Scrum for the ball there. Wrestling match ensues. Now 40 seconds in Gillette. And boy, Hallcroft's looking to pad her stats here. 9 points for her off the bench.
30 seconds left. 79-40. I'd hold for the last shot.
See what they decide to do with it here.
It's amazing how when both teams clear benches, they let a little bit more physicality come into the game.
Yeah, well, no sense calling a bunch of ticky-tack stuff now. So we'll see if the boys can put up a better showing here on the home floor.
Ooh, there's a foul. She got hit in the side.
So that's going to do it. Final score here is Gillette Lady Camels 79, South Lady Bison 40. So fans, come back for some boys action here in about 15 minutes on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Wyoming knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
What do high school students, student athletes, police, fire, and military personnel all have in common? They often have a need to have patches and other items sewn on the letter jackets, jerseys, sports officials' clothing, and uniforms.